Haaland made history as he scored 5 goals in Manchester City's 6-2 FA Cup win over Luton. Kevin De Bruyne also helped himself to 4 assists in the incredible match. But it was Haaland who entered the record books as he became the first Man City player since 1926 to score 5 goals in an FA Cup match.
Frank Roberts was the City ace who nearly 100 years ago hit 5 in an 11-4 thrashing of Crystal Palace. Barely 3 minutes had passed when De Bruyne, having received a clever pass from Matheus Nunes, had far too much time to pick out the lurking Haaland, who got in front of Ted and Mengi to score from close range.
Following a huge punt from Stefan Ortega, Haaland and De Bruyne combined again with the City striker sticking a shot through the legs of Tim Krul. Read more in FOOTBALLPOWER up. Get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. Luton's number 2 keeper stopped the Norwegian from scoring a hat-trick inside 25 minutes, and Krul then made a decent double save to deny both De Bruyne and Haaland.
Moments after Jeremy Doku replaced an upset Grealish, De Bruyne sent Haaland clear, again, and he clipped the ball over the advancing Krul, who had committed himself too early. Equally, City keeper Ortega did not stand a chance in stopping an absolute belter of a goal from Clark from 25 yards.
Barkley played a key role in that chance and then delivered a clever pass for Clark to control the ball with his chest before smashing a shot past Ortega for 3-2. Most read in football. CUP tied Blackburn vs Newcastle FA Cup clash delayed as Lineker makes statement on BBC. Get well soon. Ex-Arsenal ace Olsen rushed to hospital after losing consciousness at home. Mao trouble. Premier League cult hero has to be held back from Maupay in furious Tunnel Row edit. Mason Greenwood wants probe into whether Jude Bellingham called him rapist. Axed how to get free bets on football, yet that second goal was a case of poking the beast, and City dished out a few more lessons in clinical finishing.
De Bruyne squared for Haaland to have a tap-in in front of the visiting fans for 4-2. And then, for once, De Bruyne let someone else have a chance, as it was left to Bernardo Silva to pick out Haaland, who smashed another shot through Krul's legs.
Erling Haaland announces new venture as Man City star plugs ice cream with his name and face on it. And finally, we actually had someone else score a City goal, with Kovacic scoring from outside the area, although Krul should have saved. The only negative aspect of the night for City was an injury to Jack Grealish, who looked utterly devastated when being replaced in the first half and used his training jacket to cover his face.
It would, of course, be a huge blow for City, but also England to have Grealish suffer a spell on the sidelines. Particularly as he has struggled this season and has been eclipsed by Phil Foden, who was an unused substitute last night.
But this easy win for the reigning FA Cup holders was all about Haaland, again, who has now scored 27 goals in 29 games this season. He will not match last season's tally of 52 goals in 53 games, surely. But then again, a few performances like this and he might come close.
You simply cannot rule anything out when you are focusing on this freak of nature. And to think that just a few days ago, Haaland missed 9 chances against Chelsea and Guardiola was forced to defend a player who looks certain to break every goal-scoring record going.
Luton, who have given themselves a chance of staying in the league, will not worry about this result too much. Read more. Son STORIESROYAL tragedy. Lady Gabriella's husband Thomas Kingston dies at 45 as King pays tribute waltzing off Strictly heartthrob. Sparks fears he could quit show after signing for CBB. Meanwhile, City must now gear up for a hugely important spell of 5 Premier League games where they will all face top 7 clubs.
This includes Manchester United on Sunday, but crucially, after the midweek home Champions League game with Copenhagen, is a trip to Liverpool. What an unbelievable battle that will be.